Financial literacy is something that is often overlooked in our youth, but when it comes to the future, it becomes one of the most valuable skills anyone can have. If you want to build a solid foundation for your financial life and ensure that your future is prosperous, starting to learn about finances at a young age is an essential decision. In this video, we will show you why this is so important and how you can start building a solid financial foundation right now. Why start early? Financial literacy is much more than simply knowing how to manage your money at the end of the month. It involves learning about how to create a budget, understand compound interest, know how to invest, and even how to deal with credit and debt responsibly. Many people only start to worry about this later in life. But those who start early have a huge advantage: time. When you start learning and applying personal finance concepts while you are still young, you have an incredible power on your side: time. And the key to using time to your advantage is to take advantage of compound interest, which is nothing more than the interest you earn on interest. This means that over time, your investments will grow exponentially, becoming one of the most powerful ways to increase your wealth. The foundation for financial success. The first step to building a solid financial foundation is understanding the importance of living within your means. No matter how much you earn, if you spend more than you earn, you're always at risk of falling into debt. Financial education teaches you how to create a budget, control your spending, and most importantly, save part of what you earn. This habit of saving from a young age makes all the difference over the years. In addition, a solid financial foundation involves understanding investments. Investing is not something reserved only for adults or people with a lot of money. You can start with little and, over time, watch that money grow. By learning about the stock market, real estate funds, cryptocurrencies, or even the Treasury direct from an early age, you can put your money to work for you, generating passive income in the future. How to get started? But how can you start financial education from a young age? First, you need to understand that the foundation of financial education starts with daily habits. Even if you don't have a large salary or a lot of money to spare, you can start developing good financial habits. A simple example, the 50-30-20 rule. This rule says that when you receive your money, you should allocate 50% to your needs, 30% to your wants, and 20% to savings and investments. It seems simple, but this strategy can help you create financial discipline that will reflect positively in the future. Another essential step is to learn how to control your credit. Credit cards can be very useful, but they can also be a trap if they are not used wisely. Avoid falling into the temptation of spending more than you can afford. Credit control is one of the pillars of financial health, and understanding how it works can prevent you from getting into unnecessary debt. Once you start to understand how to create a personal budget, save and control your expenses, the next step is to invest your money. Even if you start with small amounts, the important thing is to take the first step. There are several types of investments that are accessible to beginners, such as Tesoro Directo, where you can invest from $30, and real estate funds, which can be accessed with a lower initial amount than you might imagine. The impact on the future. Starting early to learn about finances is not just about making money, but about gaining control of your life. This means having the ability to make informed financial decisions that will positively impact your future. Over the years, the habits you create now will determine whether you will have a stable financial life or whether you will face difficulties in the future. For example, a person who learns to save, invest, and control their expenses from a young age will probably have more financial peace of mind throughout their life than a person who ignored these concepts during their youth. And here's the big catch: financial education opens doors. It allows you to choose more freely how you want to live your life. Do you want to be your own boss? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to buy your dream home? All of this is possible when you understand how to handle money and how to use it to your advantage. Financial knowledge gives you freedom, and freedom is what we all desire. The power of knowledge. Financial education goes beyond simply saving money. It helps you develop a mindset of wealth and financial freedom. It's about making your money work for you, not the other way around. With the right mindset and the right tools, you can make financial decisions that will benefit you for a lifetime. And most importantly, financial education is not a set in stone. You can continue to learn, adapt, and evolve as time goes by. The financial market is constantly changing, and you can adapt to these changes to continue to grow your wealth. Now that you understand the importance of financial education and how it can lay a solid foundation for the future, it's time to take action. The best part is that it's never too early to start. The sooner you learn about finances, the better prepared you will be for financial success in the future. Whether it's starting to save, learning to invest, or simply creating healthy financial habits, every step counts. Reaching financial maturity isn't something that happens overnight. It's a gradual process. To achieve this goal, you need discipline, patience, and the ability to make smart financial decisions. If you want to understand how to achieve this maturity, follow these simple and straightforward steps. They will help you develop a solid financial foundation and ensure that you are on the right path to financial success. Step 1. Have a clear budget. The first step to achieving financial maturity is to understand where your money is going. Without a budget, it is easy to lose track of your spending. So start by writing down everything you earn and spend. This includes your income, such as salary, allowance, or any other source of income, and your expenses, such as food, transportation, fixed bills, and leisure. From there, create categories for your spending and set limits for each one. Ideally, 50% of your income should go to needs, such as housing and food, 30% to wants, leisure, entertainment, and 20% to savings and investments. Following this rule will help you live within your means and ensure that you are saving enough for the future. Step 2. Strategically eliminate debt. Financial maturity also involves controlling your debts. Debts can be a major obstacle to achieving your financial goals, and if you have a lot of debt, it's best to start eliminating them as soon as possible. First, identify all of your debts and organize them according to the interest they generate. Start by paying off the debts with the highest interest rates, such as credit cards because these will grow faster. Then gradually pay off other debts. If possible, try to negotiate with your creditors to reduce interest rates or pay off installments. The key here is to avoid accumulating new debt. Use credit responsibly and only make purchases on credit if you can actually pay the full amount next month. This way, you can avoid falling into a debt spiral. Step 3. Start saving consistently. Now that you have a budget and are controlling your debts, it's time to start saving. The secret to saving is consistency. Even if you don't have a lot of money left over, it's important to set aside a portion of your income each month and save it. The ideal is to start with 10% of what you earn and gradually increase this amount. Ideally, you should create a separate account for this savings, preferably in a bank that offers a higher return. This emergency fund is essential to protect you from unforeseen events, such as unemployment or health problems. The goal is to have 3 to 6 months of expenses saved so that you don't need to resort to loans or use your credit card in unexpected situations. Step 4. Learn to invest. Once you have an emergency fund and consistent savings, the next step is to learn how to invest. Investing is essential to achieving financial maturity because it is through investments that you make your money work for you. Start with safer investments such as fixed income, which is a form of investment with lower risk. Tesoro Directo is a good option for those who are starting out because you invest in government bonds with more stable returns. Over time, you can start exploring other types of investment, such as real estate funds, stocks, or even cryptocurrencies, as you gain more experience. Remember, investing is not a game of chance. You need to study and understand the different types of investments and how they work. The secret here is to start small and gradually increase your investment as your knowledge and confidence grow. Step 5. Set clear financial goals. Having well-defined financial goals is crucial to achieving financial maturity. Without a clear goal, you have nowhere to direct your efforts. So, start by setting short, medium, and long-term goals. For example, in the short term, you might want to save for a trip or a new cell phone. In the medium term, you might want to save money for a down payment on a house. In the long term, your goals might include retirement or creating a passive income stream through investments. When you define these goals, it becomes easier to understand what needs to be done to achieve them and what should be prioritized in your budget. Plus, this clarity will motivate you to continue making the right financial decisions. Step 6. Review and adjust your plans regularly. The path to financial maturity is not linear, and your goals may change over time. That's why it's important to review your budget, debts, investments, and financial goals regularly. This will help you correct any deviations and ensure that you're on the right track. In addition, if your financial situation changes, such as if you get a raise or change jobs, it's important to adjust your plans. The idea is to always adapt your strategy to your new circumstances. Step 7. Practice financial discipline. Financial maturity can only be achieved through discipline. You need to learn to make informed financial choices every day. This means resisting the temptation to spend unnecessarily, planning your purchases in advance, and ensuring that your financial decisions are aligned with your goals. Discipline is also important when it comes to investing. Staying calm during market fluctuations and not giving in to pressure to sell investments in the short term is crucial. Remember, true financial maturity is built over the long term. Achieving financial maturity is a journey that begins with simple habits, such as creating a budget, controlling debts, saving and investing. Over time, these habits will help you create a solid foundation for the future, and you will find that you are better prepared to deal with any financial challenge that comes your way. Remember that financial maturity is not something that happens overnight. It is built with discipline, consistency, and knowledge. Now is the time to take the first steps. By following these steps, you will be on the right path to achieving the stability and financial freedom you desire. Now that you know how to start managing your finances and achieving the stability you dream of, the next step is to continue learning and improving. Don't stop here! Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to stay up to date with all the content we have prepared for you. If you like this video, don't forget to like it and share it with your friends. And remember, financial success starts with the choices you make now. Keep following, because we have much more to help you achieve your financial independence. See you in the next video!